Alex Code. What's going on, guys? Rondo. How you guys doing today? What up, what up, what up? About to hit some pretty nasty traffic right here. So, just wanted to chat it up with you guys. Good morning, Raymond. What's up? What's going on? We got last night at the UPS. We had a supporter that saw the situation going on and pulled out his camera and started recording. And I think he was on West Coast Digital's live feed, talking about he was out there recording and stuff. So yep, this is not the channel to get furry information anymore. Sorry. 777-777 or 6 sevens. This is not the channel to get furry information anymore. Sorry about that. Yeah, furry does not want to be found, and it's not worth it for me to stick my head out and put somebody's name in my mouth where I'm not wanted. So apparently, furry has left the building. So to bigger and better things, guys. We got a lot bigger and better things, a lot worse things going on out here that we have to worry about, and it's not and it's not furry right now. It's actually the tyrants are still at large, and they're still weaponized, and they haven't been convicted of any crimes yet. Now, I just wanted to go live to kind of explain from my point of view, and I'll do a breakdown video later on, and I'll post it on Defend Our Freedom. But I just wanted to, go through a couple of things with you guys here, because last night they claimed that we were on their property, which was a lie. Everybody here knows that we do not go on private property. When we're doing audits, we're always on the sidewalk or on the street. So that was a lie, first of all. And then they said that 2 employees came out complaining that we were being aggressive or something like that. But the cops are lying about that too, because the guy that came out on AV Watchman, we ended up talking to him, and you'll see that interaction in the video if you haven't seen it yet. But he came out and we explained to him what we were doing, and he went on about his business with a better head on his shoulders about photography, that's for damn sure. So they came out talking about people were complaining, but if you see the interaction, it was a very positive interaction. Until somebody starts, calling you out your name or telling you to go get a job, which there was one guy that I told him, to go F his mom, because he told me to go get a real job and whatnot. So, me and him did exchange words, but that guy took off. He wasn't even at the facility anymore when the cops showed up. So they're lying. They're full of lies. They're fabricating lies to fabricate charges. Now, the other interesting thing is that the officer that showed up said that there was no sidewalk and that we shouldn't be walking there. And he clearly stated that because I asked him where are we supposed to walk, and he said, well, that's private property and this is a street. So apparently he just wanted us to float around. We all know that the grass was public easement, but he was definitely trying to trap us into a trespass by not directly telling us to get on the property, but he did tell us that that was private property. So I don't understand where his logic stands on pulling up to a couple of people, not liking what they say, and all of a sudden, oh, you're standing on the street, I'm going to ticket you for that. You know, just goes to show that the tyrants that are out here on the street, they will pick and choose anything to put you under arrest. And not only that, but he went as far as to, he knew, well, obviously they found out AV Watchman was on probation because, you know, you have the trolls calling, giving Anaheim PD all the information they need, which is fine, you know, but giving falsified information, talking about AV was on probation for something that he wasn't. Somebody was lying to the cops, telling them that he was on probation for something else, and not photography. And we all know that he's on probation for the photography incident over at the Pitches detention. So, you know, and then they went as far as to search AV Watchman to see if they had keys on them so they could go search his vehicle. So another statement, I don't know if you guys heard from the cop, was you have a big mouth and you're going to get your friend arrested. How is it that if I say something, it affects what somebody else is what's gonna happen to the other person that's with me? Like, if I say something, I should be fully held responsible, and all the charges, whatever it is, should be on me. If they're gonna take somebody to jail, it should be on me. If you're gonna use butthurt to make an unlawful decision, you should make it on me, because I'm the one that's letting you have it, tough guy. You know, it's not, AV Watchman was being very cordial and respectful. He didn't say a word. He barely said anything. He was narrating into the camera. And because I'm going off on this hothead that's trying to resist and hold back all his might from putting his hands on me, because he did try to grab me twice. You know, AV Watchman's being nice and cool and cordial, and because I'm the hothead, all of a sudden AV Watchman's going to jail. So this is the type of police that not only use their butthurt feelings to make unlawful decisions, but they're also using their butthurt feelings from what somebody else tells them to make a unlawful decision on another person. So, you know, it doesn't make any sense. The people that we hire, and you gotta understand this, guys. When somebody gets out of the car, or any cop, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, "I'm a cool cop." They are not a cool cop. That's telling you that I'm a piece of shit, and I could be cool right now if you cooperate and give me all the information I need. But if you don't, then I'm gonna make your life hell. That's what that statement means. I'm a cool cop. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't even think he knows what a cool cop is. You know, he's been watching too much Hawaii 5-0 or Chips, you know. But yeah, a cool cop is not that guy. That guy wants to, you know, because he thinks he's bringing sexy back in 2020. He thinks that's cool enough to say that he's a cool cop, but his attitude right away, and the lack of intelligence, and the lack of intelligence for the law that officer, what's his name? Bronin, Officer C. Bronin, A2075, from the Anaheim Police Department. You're trash, man. You're trash. You're living in a dream thinking you're a cool cop. But that's how it is, guys. So we're going to expose them, and I found a new love for Orange County. It's called Anaheim Police. And so we're going to start visiting Anaheim Police every day, every single day until they learn. Every single day I'll be out there. So I'm sorry for the rest of, you know, all these beautiful areas and beautiful cities I've been visiting, but now I got to put all my attention into Anaheim. And Anaheim's a really huge city. It's huge. I'm talking about huge. So, I mean, Anaheim goes for miles. It's really big. So there's a lot to do in Anaheim. Congratulations, Anaheim. You have just picked up an SGV News First contract. Welcome. We're going to be in your city as much as we can. Whoever wants to join me, email me, sgvnews1@gmail.com. We are going to put Anaheim police on the map, and we're going to make sure that they don't violate people's rights on a daily basis anymore. You know, enough is enough. These tyrants got to learn, man. And if pushing the education every single day is what it's going to take, then we'll be out there every single day. They even send a profiler out there is what A.B. Watt crap like that. Imagine that, guys. They're making journalists terrorists now. They send out the profiler just because we're filming UPS. That is incredible. That is incredible, guys. So yeah, we're definitely gonna put Anaheim on the map. Trolls, make sure to make all your calls. Let Anaheim know that we're coming, and they better not respond with their little crybaby officers. Better not respond anymore, acting all tough and badass, because they will be put in their place. Yep, and that's a fact. That is a fact. I'm putting it out there. Who wants to join me? Who loves Orange County? Who wants to join me in my quest to audit Anaheim PD? They need it, guys. They need it out there. The people of Anaheim, the people of Orange County need it. Enough is enough. A police officer shouldn't pull up to you, start asking you questions, and when you walk up to his vehicle, all of a sudden he's gonna give you a ticket for being in the street. What a coward. What a coward to try to pick on civilians for any little petty thing that they can do. Any little petty thing that they can write you up for, whether it be you put one foot on the street, or you were walking on the street, or a simple jaywalk, or something so petty that they're going to use their butthurt feelings to write that ticket, and they're going to be so proud. They're going to be so proud to write that ticket up, guys, because it makes them feel better. It makes them feel like they just caught a criminal walking in the street. Oh my God. What is that going to solve? What is that going to solve, guys? That ain't going to solve shit. You know, the government made up all these laws only to have an excuse. Okay, and get this straight, guys. That guy made up that detention only to get our information so that the terrorist investigator can come out and run us. You know, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. They don't just, you know, they're not just going to say, oh yeah, you're in the street, you're getting a ticket. First of all, it's their butthurt feelings. Second of all, it's to get your name and also to profile you. And then third, and last but not least, they're putting us all on the list. They put you on a watch list. So congratulations, we're putting you on a watch list, Anaheim Police. You guys are gonna regret that you treat people like this out in the public. You guys will regret it, because now there will be thousands of eyes on you. Everybody, please, if you're in Anaheim, Orange County, pull out your camera and keep those public officials accountable. This is the only way we can address, redress, and make change within our local communities. This is the only way, guys, and we got to keep them accountable. And you can't let them bully us around. You know, the only reason you've seen how many cops showed up there last night. There was about 5 or 6 cops for 2 guys. And once, oh man, you should have seen, once the guy turned the corner with his lights, his blazing lights. Oh yeah, that cop right away. All right, yeah, you guys are being detained. I need you to sit on the ground or sit on the curb and blah, blah, blah. Like all of a sudden, you know, he turned into the I don't know what to do you know, I'm scared for my life right now. I have my hands on my weapons to I'm in full control, get on the floor or else, you know, because all his other buddies and with all their weapons and their flashing lights are coming too. So, you know, it's a tough situation for a cop to be in, but don't put yourself in a situation like that. You know, it doesn't make any sense. All right, guys. Well, um, yeah, Anaheim definitely put their hands where they don't belong. They put me in cuffs because they love to use butthurt to make unlawful decisions. That was the only reason why. They were butthurt. They were so butthurt that I had my mouth open. And obviously, they don't like when people speak back or speak the truth about them. And you know, so there it is, guys. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get our lawyers involved and see where we go from here. But this is definitely something that needs to be taken as an example of how they treat people in the public. You know, this guy was quick to change his attitude from, hey, I'm just trying to tell you to stay out the street, to you're detained and you're about to get your friend arrested. And not only that, but where's his vehicle? Search him to see if he has car keys on him so we can find his vehicle and search him. You know, so in other words, they're just out there to ruin somebody's life. AV Watchman was not doing a damn thing, but yet they still wanted to search him, find his car, search his vehicle. Anything they could pin him for, they were ready to take him down. And that's the cowards that they are. That's why we need to expose them. You know, and it's not because they're great cops and they're doing justice for the city. They ain't doing shit. That's not justice. When they're getting people and making you know, making people pick up charges for man-made butthurt feeling criminal charges or whatever, and you know, they're putting people through the system and making revenue for the city. You know, it's not good policing. That is not good policing. You know, good policing is fighting crimes and you know, catching people doing bad stuff, not putting photographers on the floor in handcuffs and when they find out that we're cop watchers and auditors, then they really want to, oh yeah, for sure, we got to get something on these guys. Oh yeah, how's it feel now? How's it feel now? You know, that's their attitude. How's it feel now? You know, so that's why I give them the same attitude back. That's why I flash flashlights at them just like they do to us. That's why I ask them the same questions they ask me. So how does it feel now? How does it feel now? And one day those fools, believe it or not, one day they'll be in handcuffs, sat down on the curb because they break the law all the time. And one day they're going to get pulled over and it's going to happen to them. And hopefully it's a good cop that is going to make that decision to take this bad cop down and not let it brush under the rug just because he's a cop. You know, there's a lot of guys that, you know, a lot of cops that get away with shit just because they have that status. They get pulled over, they pull out their badge. Oh, you work for PD? Oh, okay, yeah, have a good day. Yeah, well, that needs to end. And the only way that's going to end is if there's good police out there. And so far, we don't have good police out there. You know, so far, there might be one or two, but it's not enough. We need everybody to speak up. We need everybody to keep their partners accountable. You know, especially the new ones that are coming in and that are being schooled in this you know, in this atmosphere where they're thinking that breaking the law is okay because I'm a cop, I can break the law. You know, I don't think so. No, because you're a cop, you shouldn't break the law and you should lead by example. So that's how it is, guys. It shouldn't happen this way. And cops should be leading by example, and the only way they can lead by example is by turning in their corrupt partners. That's the only way they're going to learn. That's the only way they're going to be better, and that's the only way that we're going to make change with our local police departments. And it has to start with the partners right next to them. So if any of those fools are listening right now, make change in your department. Be a leader, not a follower. Stop getting bullied and punked around by your punk ass seniority partners that been there for years and are trying to teach you the wrong way. You got in PD for a reason. You got in PD to protect and serve the people. So get in there, protect and serve the people. Don't be a butthurt cop like the rest of them. Don't use your butthurt feelings. Study the law. Don't take into consideration that you're a cop and that's all you need to do to enforce the law. No, study the law every day of your life. That's your life. That's your future. The law is your future. Learn it. Learn the citizens' rights. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, guys. I don't know how these people get hired as police and all of a sudden they can't even you know, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know, guys. I try to make sense of why these cops are like this, but it's mostly just because maybe they were bullied or treated bad when they were young, or because they think they're big, bad, and tough because they have weapons. I don't know. But I think learning the law is probably more important than being a big, bad, tough guy with weapons. Having a good head on your shoulders is smarter than having a weapon on your side. I'll tell you that. Yeah, but I'll tell you, Anaheim is pretty far from where I live, but I'm willing to waste my time and gas just to go protect the people of Anaheim. To go show the citizens how to protect their freedom out there in Anaheim. Because if people are getting treated like this on a daily basis, getting ticketed for unnecessary reasons, people need to start standing for their rights. I'm gonna help them. So anybody want to join me in Anaheim? I'll be there every single day. Every day that I'm not working or every day that I get off of work, I'll be in Anaheim. So any of you trolls or anybody looking for me, don't trip. I'll be in Anaheim. The cops will be looking for me. I drive a white Chevy Silverado. They got my plate numbers last night. Last night when we took off, they started gang stalking us, followed us around. They pulled into the parking lot where we were, circled around my vehicle to get the plates, and then they took off. So they know exactly who I am. They know what kind of car I drive, what it looks like, and they're gonna see me around their city. Hell yeah. So congratulations, Anaheim Police. You guys have been put on the map. Mas puto! Sheriff. Man, I don't like to stick on one department, but you know what? Just like Baldwin Park. Just like we had to stick on Baldwin Park to prove our point, to let them know that we're not going away and you can't push us around and you can't push us back, And I believe that Anaheim has a different perspective on cop watchers and auditors and people keeping them accountable. I guarantee you talk to them out there, see if they do. If not, then that's fine. But I feel that we may change at Baldwin Park a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little scratch, guys. That's all we're asking for, is just a little bit of change, because every little change makes a big difference. So, and I stuck in Baldwin Park until I was able to get through to the sergeant and even to other officers that saw us out there and told us, hey, you guys are doing a good job, keep up the good work and whatnot, because some officers do appreciate that we're keeping the corrupt ones accountable. You see how that works? These guys that do appreciate what we're doing, it's because their partners are the ones that are messing it up for the rest. So they do appreciate that. So every little change makes a big difference, guys. And that's why every little camera that we pull out will make a big difference in your community. It's gonna happen. You guys just have to pull out your cameras and keep them accountable. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to pull out your camera and point it at them. You know, it's not a weapon. It's just a phone. It's just a camera. Hit the record button and just document and stay back. Don't say a word. You know, a lot of people are intimidated. A lot of folks are Yep, but we're definitely gonna let Anaheim know. We're I'm probably gonna go visit them today and physically let them know in their office, even though I'm sure the trolls are calling them and letting them know what our plans are. But that's fine. That was my plan, to let the trolls know so they can start putting the word out, because I guarantee you that these cops are going to keep their eyes open, and they're definitely going to want to try to pull me over and search my vehicle. And hopefully they're gonna hope that AV Watchman is with me, so they can also have a reason to pin him for anything that I have in my possession. You see how that works? You see how that works, guys? Anything that I do will affect the guy next to me, apparently. So just a bunch of BS, guys. We shouldn't be treated like this. We should not be treated like this, and the only way to make change is to keep them accountable. Pull out your phones, pull out your cameras, and keep them accountable, guys. So, hey guys, if you guys see us live, if anybody ever wants to come out and back us up, feel free. I mean, especially if we're in your area, near your area, we'd love to talk to you and hear about your local policing in your area. So feel free to come out and have a conversation with us. We're pretty friendly people. You know, we don't treat everybody the way that the police treats us. And the only reason we go off on them is to give them a taste of their own medicine. So, you know, don't feel intimidated to approach us. We're definitely a handshake and smile type of people, until we're pushed, pushed back, or somebody tries to come and tell us what to do. But if you guys ever see us out there, feel free to stop by, say hello, and let us know how the policing in your city is. You know, maybe you have some areas that need to be looked at. So we're very open to have people come out and talk to us. So wherever in your city, keep that in mind, guys. Oh yeah, definitely thank you to Ice Cold and West Coast Digital for the backup last night. They showed up, and like heroes, man, like heroes, like the journalist heroes that they are, man. They show up at the time of need, and I didn't even have to call them. People see what's going on and they come out and help, you know, and that's how it should be for all of us out here, because to show unity, and even though we don't get along with each other, it's not about any individual. The movement, it's about coming together for what we stand for, not for any individual in particular, guys. So we don't just I mean, not every two people get along, you know. Not every two people are gonna always get along. So it's very fair to say that there's a lot of people in the community that don't get along with each other. But it's also fair to say that we don't, you know, in the community as a whole, we should work together. We don't have to work next to each other, but if we work together, that's what makes change. And if anybody ever needs help, you got to understand that we're going to come together as a community for, you know, the situation that could be happening to any one of us, It could be any one of us out there. So that's why we don't say, oh, it's so and so journalist, so I'm not going to go back him up because I don't like him or I don't like her. No, we're going to back up every journalist, every activist that's out here. Guaranteed that we will not hold anything personal against anybody out here. I'm mostly speaking for myself and people that stand next to me. Um, but I feel that to stay connected in the community is better than to know somebody on a personal level, because on a personal level not everybody is going to get along, but as a community, as the movement grows, it we have to support each other out here, and that's the bottom line. So I thank everybody that came out to support me yesterday. West Coast Digital, um, Downey Transparent Eyes showed up, Ice Cold Audit showed up, and Mr. Scientifical showed up. So, I mean, you could only imagine, you know, the heartfelt sensation we had, me and AV Watchmen, when we see people coming to our aid. And not only that, but that citizen journalist that pulled out his phone and started keeping the police accountable for treating us that way. So we appreciate it, and especially to all the viewers and everybody, all the supporters, everybody out there that was able to be a part of it, and even the people that reached out to voice their opinion. All the activism makes a difference, guys. Guarantee you, all the noise last night is gonna let them know that this is not the last time that they were gonna see us. That's not the last time they're gonna hear from us. And I'm sure they had a briefing this morning to stay aware, stay awake, blah blah blah, and to know that the cop watchers are coming. So Anaheim PD, you guys are on the map. Congratulations. I'm gonna go ahead and let this one fly for now, guys. I appreciate you all being here. Much love and respect to all. Keep keep everybody accountable, guys, and keep those cameras rolling. We gotta definitely keep those people. Anybody trying to be a tyrant, we gotta keep them accountable. Whether it be a cop, a citizen, anybody out there, security guard, whatever it is, keep those cameras rolling, guys. That should be news first. I'm out of here. Love you guys to be here. We'll see you soon. Look out for the next one and stay safe. Peace out.